Action and adventure TV shows channel from Comedy MX spotlights Tarzan, Rin Tin Tin, Zorro, complete Saturday matinee serials Captain Zero, Annie Oakley, The Big Picture, Korea and Vietnam Wars, and more. The thrills and chills never stop at Comedy MX. So return with us now to those golden days of yesteryear.
And now, stand by for adventure.
3, 2, 1.
In the exciting story of Colonel Bleep's arrival on Earth. Colonel Bleep, interplanetary intelligence agent for the planet Futura, had completed another dangerous mission. That arch-criminal, Doctor Destructo, had at last been captured and was at this very moment a prisoner in a space bubble securely anchored in the outer ring of the planet Saturn. And now the Futuran High Command had ordered Colonel Bleep on a new assignment, a top-secret mission to investigate reports of disturbances on worlds of outer space, the distant planet Earth in particular, to observe its places, people, and customs. It was therefore only a few days later that the giant telescope at Mount Palomar Observatory first gave news to people of Earth of Colonel Bleep's approach. The powerful lenses focused on this curious visitor from the outer world as he flashed past the planets Uranus and Neptune, and then rapidly spanned the empty space towards our own planet, Earth. Actually, the people of Futura had only recently become interested in Earth. To Futurans, the Earth was only a small planet revolving around the minor sun of the Milky Way galaxy, and hardly worth investigation under ordinary circumstances. However, on July 16, 1945, they had observed what appeared to be an atomic explosion on the Earth planet. As time went on, Futuran Futonic radar scopes recorded an increase in the number and fury of these explosions. And in the Earth's stratosphere, even the rocket trails of guided missiles were observed. To Futurans, these were signs of trouble. Trouble in space, and trouble anywhere in space is the concern of the Futura Interplanetary High Command. And so Colonel Bleep has arrived. And the exciting adventures of his new secret mission are about to begin. With Colonel Bleep are two unusual companions to share his exciting adventures. First, there is Squeek, a happy-go-lucky boy of the present, very much like you, except that Squeek is a puppet and cannot speak a single word, because, as you all know, a puppet cannot talk for himself. But Squeek is filled with curiosity, as all boys are, and you all know the troubles curiosity can often bring about. Second, there is Scratch, an expert on the past, who, like other cavemen, should really have become extinct several thousand years ago. But Scratch fell asleep and slept right through the evolution of man and didn't wake up until that first atomic explosion blew him right out of the past and into the present. Scratch, like most cavemen, is sometimes a trifle slow at catching on, but when danger threatens, Bleep and Squeek can depend on quick action from Scratch and his trusty club, as they shall see. So here they are, three very strange companions. Colonel Bleep of the future, Squeek of the present, and Scratch of the distant past. Together they travel up, down, backwards or forwards, in distance or in time. Together they face danger and death as they fight to maintain right and justice throughout the vast galaxies of the world. And now stand by for adventure.
3, 2, 1.
In the exciting story of The Bat and the Bottle. Colonel Bleep and the High Command review the grim reports once more. 4 flying saucers from Venus lost in collision with a giant space bird. 6 Martian cruisers wrecked in a headlong plunge into a swirling sea of liquid air. And 3 cargo ships from Jupiter lost forever in a raging space storm. High Command agreed these terrible spaceflight accidents must be stopped. But how? Colonel Bleep proposes a daring plan. With a giant, specially equipped rocket ship of his own design, Bleep insists he can survey the many hazards of the universe and produce a map. A space map, which would accurately chart the location of every danger zone in the galaxy. And so, Bleep, Squeek, and Scratch proceed at once to the planet Robot Land. Only the skilled robot engineers of this strange mechanical world are capable of constructing the great rocket ship Travel Lab. Now in Factory City, as the master robot, Romex, guides the movements of his robot workers, the great rocket begins to take shape on the busy assembly line. At last, the fabulous traveling laboratory is ready to blast off on its first flight at dawn tomorrow. But already, Doctor Destructo has a plan. A plan to destroy the great ship. With this bottle of powerful liquid futomic dynamite, Destructo intends to blast the Travelab to smithereens. Quickly, Villain fastens a message to the bottle, then calls his giant vampire bat to deliver the deadly parcel. Away it streaks, straight for Factory City. At dawn, when Bleep and his friends rush out to test their new rocket, they spot the mysterious package.
For luck, to christen the Travel Lab. Signed, a friend.
Of course, every new rocket ship should be christened. But wait, Squeak, don't use that bottle. Sizzling Saturn, that's the very bottle Destructo filled with a powerful liquid futomic dynamite. It will blow them all to cosmic dust. Stop, Squeak! Don't do it! It's too late. Squeak is ready to christen the Travel Lab.
Gleefully, Destructo and his wicked bat watch the awful scene. The puppet takes aim, and there it goes.
But nothing happens. Destructo is amazed. For how can he possibly know his carrier bat had guzzled down every last drop of the liquid dynamite on its long flight to Factory City? Or that the beast standing beside him now is filled with the deadly explosive? But the angry Destructo isn't waiting for explanations. The bat is to blame for the failure of his plan, and now he grabs the terrible creature and twirls him around his head, then sends it crashing at his feet. Yes, the Travel Lab rocket was saved. All
of a thirsty bat and an empty bottle.